Is a testimony to Congress. There we go. Thank you, Carl. Bob, good morning, buddy. Thursday is going to move the markets. Have some inflation numbers Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m. and then Friday PPI. So, and then Jay Powell's testifying today at 10 a.m. and tomorrow at 10 a.m. Got as far as market moving potential out there. Okay, so we're live there. Now let's go live on TikTok, I guess. Can be good to wait until 10 minutes before they open, but we're getting there. We're getting pretty close. Everything perfect here. Okay. Benjamin, good morning. Rusty, good morning. We had Zap yesterday. That was kind of interesting. And then tried to get something out of VRPX. And I did, but it's not really going anywhere overnight. Zap, however, did go up overnight. It's up 32% overnight. But I'm all out now this morning in pre-market on Zap at good prices. I got about 60% total gains on the Zap play there. Now, I don't know if Zap's going to do more today, but that's good enough for me, really. Uh, it's not sitting in the right spot now in pre-market. It hit 15.5 way up here in pre-market. So, what you want to look for now is for it to pull back for like a week or 2 weeks and then get one of those, and then get a swing trade in it. This for small cap swingers, whoever you are, that could be something you do. Um, but we did the overnight and got 60% or so. That, which was constituted only about 0.5 R in my portfolio, 0.5% of my portfolio. So um, that's without margin as well. So pretty small little gain, but hey, gains are gains. Gains are gains. All right. Yeah, let's take a look at the market, where it's positioned, how it's positioned. So we've been in there's the debate right there. I have a little marker. Debate occurs that night, and then this is what happened afterward. Related? Hmm, who knows? But the market's doing well, and I wanted to make sure I marked that moment on the chart. Uh, but we've been in a nice uptrend out of a base in a strongly bullish uptrend for a while now. If we go back here, we are now What is that? 92% off of the low or on the Qs. 92%. The market has ran 92% in this bull run that started basically January 1st or 3rd, whatever it was, the first day of the year, 2023. And that was the bottom, and we've just been running ever since. We ran for exactly half a year to July 1st, 2023. So that was one half a year. And then we started to consolidate. And then in November, we put in the final bottom, double bottom on that base, and started to run again, at which time we pretty much held in March of this year and then pulled back. And that bottom got put in and started to kick off again in May. And even since May, it's been a pretty nice run. We have 19% run, and since May, it was just a couple of months here. Now, we continue to extend. And the thing is, most of this is being pushed up by the Magnificent Seven. Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. I'm missing one, Nvidia, and there's a few others. Most of the market's being pushed up by the biggest caps, which, by the way, is normal. Like, in other words, uh, the companies that are producing the technology that is being most adopted by society are going to naturally become the biggest, right? And they're going to do the best because of the demand for that. So just think cars versus horse and buggies, right? You can't really expect horse and buggies to do well. So it's completely natural for big caps to be leading this run and doing great. I think, who do you trust with, your AI needs? Some small company that's on the OTC you've never heard of, and they have a really cool product that does something neat. Is that really going to get massive global adoption? Or is that just going to be a niche little thing, right? It's going to be a niche little thing. Mostly people are going to trust Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, Amazon for their AI needs. It's just going to make sense. Plus, they already have the ability to push it out to everyone, and they can handle it for you. In other words, they can just buy up all the little companies, assimilate what you want, and put it out as a high quality product with a high quality guarantee. So this is just natural. Don't be too afraid of the fact that the big caps are pushing the market up and are leading the whole market. That's just the way it's going to be. You can't change that. If something's popular and wants to and has demand and is widely adopted, that's just how it's going to be. So, but if you can find some company that's better than all of them and it's coming up from nowhere, from behind, and everyone's adopting it, that can happen. Like Snapchat or TikTok or something, there's the underdogs sometimes have their moments where you're like, wow, this is the best thing ever. And everyone knows it, and it's being adopted at a feverish rate. Well, you can find those. But it's pretty hard to compete at this point with the giant server farms that create, AI products and services at this point. And so in the big caps are going to corner the market on that. Like I've said on Palantir, it's going to take years for Palantir to really start to show good application for its products and services, and in a very competitive environment. But yeah, it's cutting through. Yeah, absolutely. Palantir is one of the ones to watch, and these could be really good prices on it to invest in. Look back, in 10, 20, 30 years and go, wow, I got Palantir at $20, and post split it's 10,000. Pre-split, I should say, pre-split. All right. So anyway, looking back at the market, it's very extended and it just wants to keep going. And we'll just keep letting it do its thing. But the thing is, today we got Jay Powell speaking at 10 a.m. We got him doing more tomorrow. And then Thursday morning, we've got CPI and then Friday morning PPI. But Thursday's the big one. So I think we're going to have just sort of muted digestion up here. We're very high up and we're very extended. And we're just going to have some rotations, some move to defensives right before CPI comes out tomorrow. We'll see that move to defensives. So rotation, I don't think we're just like going to be free to run. Thursday we would be, but not if the data comes out the other way. So it could come back down. So there's no real predictions here other than the fact that I can tell you that we'll probably see nothing crazy today and tomorrow. And that on Thursday and Friday, the bonanza begins. And that'll last about, I don't know, 2 weeks from that point, whatever that bonanza is. Sometimes the bonanza is to digest gains, digest a move. All right. Well, anyway, we got 8 minutes till the market opens. And yeah, we're watching SNGX is the best pre-market mover for penny stock traders. So it's like a $2 stock that's now at almost $8 right now, up a whole hell of a lot. And then VRPX we were watching yesterday, and ZAP is up a lot in pre-market, 35%, but was huge yesterday. I don't know if that's going to be sustained, but the idea on ZAP now is it goes on to our penny hot list, and when it pulls back and puts in some kind of a support, some level that looks like support, well, then you would want to plant some seed, and then if it needs to be cost average from there, save some gunpowder for that until finally you're in at some supportive level that appears to be holding, and then you are in it for the expectation of another move like that. If it can do it once, twice, maybe it can do it again. And just make sure you have a clear risk level for a stop and get out when you're wrong, rinse and repeat. So we have lots of those stocks like that we're messing around with. FCCN, look at this. Woo! Moved from 12 cents to $5. Oh my. What was that? 50x? Insane. Almost 50x. All right, well, the market's going to open in 6 minutes. And there's all kinds of, ways to make money on the market. There's investing, and there's scalping, day trading, high frequency trading, swing trading, selling options, doing the wheel, high growth swing trading, basic day trading. So, I'm familiar with all of them and understand what to do with all of them. If you want me to help you on your journey, in your trading journey, just send me a private message. But click the link in my bio and come over to the Discord. Send me the private message in Discord, the Discord platform, if you're familiar, because I'll be more responsive over there. I'm not sure that whatever platform you're watching this on, whether it's Twitch or TikTok or Instagram, wherever you are out there watching me right now, I can't be sure that I'm going to get to your message any very quickly. But Discord also, I'll see it right away, and I'll be able to say hello, and then I can help you, figure out what's the right thing for you if you're interested in working and playing around with the stock market. I'll get you there. I can help get you there. And that's a reminder that this program is for educational purposes. I am not a certified financial advisor. If I was, then I'd be speaking to my clients who signed a contract with me to be where they give me the responsibility of managing their money. I don't manage your money. I don't know who the fuck you are. So if you think this is financial advice, that's not the way it works. I'd have to be your financial advisor. You're your financial advice. Okay, so you got to make your own decisions for you. What's going on over here? I saw this guy on TikTok. He said to do this and do that. Wh- What do I got a gun to your head? You did it. So you fuck up on your own. And this program is for educational purposes only. And everything I do is to try to help you become better traders, better investors, better with your money. I've got tips even for credit card type of tips. I got financial tips up and down. 25 years trading the stock market. It's actually more than that, but that's good enough. We'll just round it off at 25. All right, the market's opening in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But anyway, yeah, I'm happy to help you. That's why I'm here. That's why I do this. Because it took me about, yeah, I don't know, 10, 15 years really to sort out everything because this was when I got into the stock trading, the internet was just beginning. YouTube, like year 1999, somewhere in there. Um, YouTube didn't come out till 2008, I think it was. YouTube. So you got to imagine how raw and new and fresh the internet was. It did nothing. I remember when the internet first came out. Well, I actually was involved with checking out the internet before it came out through the government and through NASA and JPL Labs. And it used to be something that was government created, and HTML was this new thing. But now we've connected the entire world. And we have applications through the fact that we're all networked together, and very interesting stuff. So it was quite a time. Now you can learn in 6 months what took me 6 years. I mean, it's literally 10 times faster. You can learn in 6 months what took me 10 years. I don't know if that's 6 years. I don't know if that's 10 times faster, but yeah, actually, I think it is something like that. And that's just an amazing thing. You don't have to go from age 20 to age 30 anymore trying to figure things out in life. You can be, 12, 14 years old. And by the time you're 15, you could be a professional day trader, maybe 16. I mean, these are different times now. Human beings are very efficient now. I got to take another piece out of VRPX, which is perking up a little bit. We've got the open in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And mainly we're looking at SNGX to see if anything could happen there. But of course, we've got all of our other trades out there as well. We're interested in seeing how things move from the open. High growth stock opportunities, how they move from the open. So we'll find that out in about 2 minutes, 60 seconds from now, 59 seconds from now, the market will open and we will find out. Bob says, you fuck up on your own. Yeah, exactly. So Amazon's looking to touch 200 today. Somebody just said on Twitter. I haven't looked at it. All right, I'll take a quick look. I mean, it hit 201 yesterday. It's 199.53 right now. So yeah, it's not all about, that though. Arbitrary price levels, although it can be. Price levels are psychologically strong. There we go. Market's opening. 10 seconds. All right, market's open. I'm going to be watching Zap a little bit. What happened there? Okay, I got to fill on PDD, Randy. The PDD put credit spread just filled. All right, VRPX is moving strong off of the open. VRPX trying to follow through from the other day. We're getting a pretty strong demand, I think, on SNGX here. I almost want to grab it now, but I'm gonna try and be patient and wait for the 1 minute candle to finish up forming. But I think it's looking good. What's it gonna be? And 3 seconds. I don't know. That's a little iffy. I'm gonna wait for the breakout of the 1 minute candle now. That's on SNGX. This is for day trade. Got other things going on. As you can hear, like the blings. Yeah, VRPX is making a bit of a move. I already have some leftover position from the other day. I think it might be halting. SNGX, we're watching Zap, see if Zap will do anything. Okay, that's an entry signal on SNGX, so try and grab some there. It is on pullback, but it is also right at the open. So I do have to be quick-ish if it doesn't just take off. And it hasn't. It hasn't really just taken off. So there we go. See, it's already going the other way. I got to flatten out. Boom, I flattened out. All right, the market, the Qs are moving strongly upward. And now the SNGX has broke the signal to the upside, then broke to the downside. We know that it's going to be that kind of testy, thrashy, choppy type of stock. You got to be careful of that. Yeah, Zap's fallen too. See, look at this. For those of you on TikTok or wherever, I don't know if you can see that big red candle. It's kind of hard to see because it's over the text area. But look at the market, this nice green move up. I still think that'll be digested today and tomorrow throughout the day. Because we've got on Thursday, we've got the CPI report coming out. And today and tomorrow at the top of the hour, we've got Jay Powell testifying. So it's a little front running, but I think entries will have to sit through digestion. So you'd want to put a stop range on that. VRPX, I think I'll see 118. So I'm going to put an order at, I'll put one at 119. I'm basically just getting rid of leftover position on that. All right, we got some continued positive move on NVIDIA, one of our positions. On the put credit spread. Just that little bit of move right there. Has got us 20% to max profit. So 1/5 of the way of 25% ROC, return on capital. 1/5 of the way. So we're 5% up on something that is up 1.5%. Power of put credit spreads, power of credit spreads, you guys. Also, I was looking at MBio yesterday and I picked up some shares on that. We're in kind of a supportive pullback range. So this would be like, what happened on Zap. It made this huge move and then came back and found a bit of support, some double bottoming, some support. And the momentum has slowed down, making it a bit of a safer spot to put in. And then what you're hoping for is another spike. It doesn't have to go beyond this one. That can happen. That's great. But you'd just be looking for any kind of spike-ish move into that general area over the next few weeks if you were able to grab some position there. Here's what the market looks like right now. See, it's just a little bit of it looks amazing. See all this green lightning bolt action, but it's a muted range. You know, it's like it reminds me of what Randy Newman said about Philip Glass once. If you know who Philip Glass is, Randy Newman says, with Philip Glass, if a flea farts, it's a fucking huge deal. And that's what's going on here with the market. The not much is going on. So lately, between yesterday and today, it's kind of muted. So, a tiny movement is a big deal. It's not really that big of a deal, as big of a deal as it looks. Yeah, so SNGX left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, penny stock traders, and it's still under pressure now. VRPX is doing just fine. What did I do on that one? Oh yeah, I set the 119, so maybe we'll see that. Maybe we'll see it take that out in a second here. Okay, now off the open on my growth stock list here, I can see we're about 55, 60% green off of the open. That's excellent. Top of the list, we've got Mobileye, AMKR, MMYT. Let's take a look at these. Mobileye Global Inc. Okay, so we don't like that because it's in a downtrend essentially. If there was something different going on, catalyst wise, maybe we would be, but no. AMKR. This one's already, just doing astounding. Did I ever get a position in that? No, I did not. I think that's because the options were not very liquid. Moderna finally making the list again. All right, so Moderna has found a little consolidation area down here on pullback after a big run. However, we need to see it get into an uptrend, at least pole position formation, before pulling any kind of trigger, putting any capital on there. That's just a waste of time and money until you can be sure. There's so many other stocks you can be much more sure about. DYN, this one looks great. If you're looking for a put credit spread, you could get DYN. Looks like we've got the runway until ER. We like to get at least 24 days. I mean, at most 24 days. And here we got, 23 days. So we're really close. On DYN, you could still get a little position there, a put credit spread, hopefully something like the 29, 28 put credit spread. Moderna, MMYT. Oh yeah, this is beauty. Look at how that's just ripped off of our put credit spread lines, break even lines. Just peeled right off of it. And now we've got how many days? It looks too short for a new one. So we'll have to wait 21 days. I mean, you could probably still get away with it, but you might find yourself at break even in 3 weeks on that, and right before ER, and then you have to close it. And so it's just a waste of capital, So this is why, it's just a good idea to choose something else that doesn't have those roadblocks in the way. Let's see. Let's go through the penny stock list here, see if there's anything interesting going on there. JSPR. No. INOD. Nope. GOS. So we just got to keep these on the list here to be able to wait for a consolidation pullback. And these breakouts could work as well. OPTT. OHM. FCCN, amazing. SMCE. So look at that. SMCE is having a bad last 3 days. That's great because we want it to flush everybody out and settle in somewhere, and then we'll go for the next move in a week or 2 or 3, however long it wants. We need to see some kind of a clear pattern of bottoming somewhere. OLV. Is that today? I thought yesterday it did that. Where are we today on OLV? Maybe OLV's not even trading. Let me see. So I thought that was yesterday, unless I'm Nostradamus. I saw that yesterday, I thought. Yeah, that was yesterday. So what's going on? It's not even trading today. OLV. Pre-market, no trades. I guess they shut it down. I'm not sure what happened there. The news on Oliveda International must be very interesting because it looks like it was perhaps shut down yesterday, and that might have been why there was the huge drop. And that's it. Goodbye, Olvi. NNE. Oh, let's see, 20 minutes. Yeah, there might be a delay. That maybe the reason why I'm not seeing any trades is it's delayed on TradingView. Let me see on Thinkorswim. What's going on Olvi? All right, looks like VRPX is crapped out. I'm going to flatten that. Only a tiny bit left. And what I'm going to do is going to go in for, yeah, check Olvi without any delay. Okay, yeah, Olvi is trading. What's that? 6.4. It's even worse. But what I'm saying is that's good. Like, it had this huge run, giant drop, dump, let it settle in. And at some point in the next few weeks, it'll show a sign of settling in. Could even be as little as just like this. It's like 3 days. Right here. And then you see it perk up, start to break out, grab a position, and then hold on. And take some profits throughout the move. NNE, it's kind of all over the map right now. It's in the top of the range. It would be nice if it could give some kind of a pattern for us to be able to take and risk on. But I'd say right now, it's not quite there. Anyway, we made a ton of money on that. Hundreds of percent. Zap, yep. So Zap's red today, and we like that. We want it to pull back and settle in. EOS, similar deal there. Let's see how that settles in. Okay, COS is trying to reclaim a little bit. This could be a positive sign for COS for an entry down here. Bounced off of $9. So there could be some kind of trade there on COS. Let's go take a look. With $9 as your stop, it's at 10.25 right now, so $1.25 a risk. So what I'll do is I'll get some position on COS and build it up more over the next few days if necessary. Not quite sure if I have the liquidity, but I think so. Yeah, oh, I definitely do. Okay. All right. So grab the position in COS. And this is not necessarily for a day trade. This is for a swing trade. But we're just using the momentum this morning intraday to get in with some support to stop. The intention here is to be into $9, allow it the flexibility of moving around to $9. And then possibly if that's off and yet we still see a lot of supportive trading action and we need to grab somewhere at 850 or 9 or something, we can do that. Okay. The idea is for a swing trade there. SNGX is totally kind of failing out now. Happening. What time is it here? All right, we're 15 minutes after the open, and we're about 75% green off of the open on our growth stocks. That's great. I mean, we're talking about like Dell. Oh yeah, we're in ELF. That's we definitely have ELF. That's the one at the top of the list right now. Let's take a look at that real quick. ELF. So that little move right there is helping push our ELF to maximum profits. I don't know if I got out fully yesterday. No, I did not. So I'm at 41% max profit on ELF after our entry way back on ER at 187. It's now at 208. 208 divided by 187 is 11.2%. And that's roughly where we are on the put credit spread. But that's probably going to accelerate over the next few days because the end of the option is coming near. In fact, it's probably more like 80%. There's probably a bit of a inefficiency in the options pricing there. All right, continuing on down the list, SLNH for the penny stocks. SLNH, this has found some support down here. I'd like to see it move down and double and grab some more down here at $5. and then hold on for a little run up. So there's a little penny swings that we can pay attention to. I'm sure Ben is interested in it. Carl loves those. Maybe my, yeah, quite a few of you probably like those. So we'll try to find those for the rest of the year in addition to everything else we do. FTEL. Yeah, this is good. I would have liked to have been in FTEL at 28 on this second hit, this sort of double bomb. I would have liked to have been in at 28. It's now at 34, and I think it probably could easily go to 50. Just like, how and at what pattern and what's your risk to stop, and is that a worthwhile risk reward? Well, here, not so much. It's kind of, but it's lower probability, higher risk. But down here at 28, if you could have gotten some position at 28, it would have been higher probability, lower risk, and that's the situation you want. Anyway, we're watching it. We'll keep an eye on it. PSIX, this one's just gone crazy. And we want some pullback to get into like a little consolidation area like that, to keep your fingers crossed and hope there's another move, and then take your profits. All right. Cassie, same thing. We're looking for some pullback. BW, same thing. HUT, MDIA, and Java. Yeah, so Java's kind of looking good here. Risk to stop could be $2. Right now it's at 225, so 25 cents of risk. So if you wanted to get like $100 of risk to stop out at $2 right here, you get 400 shares. Ben's like, I enjoy penny stocks. Yeah, they're fun. You got to have the right brokerage, because some brokerages don't even let you, like Fidelity will not let you trade penny stocks unless you agree to their penny stock thing and all that. But it's just, then they have all kinds of whatever you would call it, like button rules you have to accept every time you're trying to trade them. And so it just gets kind of a little bit prohibitive. So Webull would be fine. I'm on Thinkorswim with Schwab. That works. IBKR. Robinhood might not have the full universe of stocks like Webull has as far as penny stocks go. And it's not a great day trader / swing trader, penny stock traders platform. But Webull, IBKR, Thinkorswim. Am I missing anything you think? I mean, other than like, the super pro platforms like Cobra. There's also, I guess, E-Trade and some of the others. Robinhood rejects many penny stocks, has been. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think Robinhood, but Webull is really good. Another good thing about Webull is they open for pre-market trading at 4 a.m. Whereas on Thinkorswim it's 7 a.m. So you missed the first 3 hours. And look at this morning on what was it? Zap? Yeah. Zap. Zap at 4 a.m. hit $15. And then by 7 a.m., the time you wake up, it was at $11. So you missed being able to take profits on something if you were holding it overnight in pre-market, because early in the morning it had its big move. Luckily, it got back to 15, but now it's crapped out again. But that doesn't always happen. The best prices are sometimes at 4 in the morning and before 7 a.m. So Webull could be a great way for you to go on that end to that extent. All right, you guys, let's move back into the group. That's the morning session. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to take my first break, and it's been good. Hopefully you got all orientated. You know what to do on the day. And let's talk back in the group and follow all of each other's ideas and converse about those back in the chat room. All right, everybody, take care and see you tomorrow morning on the live stream. But back in the group right now, if you want to come join us, come join us. Have a good one, everybody. You're welcome.